I will post full videos of the neglect that my dog suffered at the hands of a Collier County Sheriff's Office Animal Control Deputy. But for now, I'm posting a brief video synopsis for the complaint that I'm filing. I picked up my dogs on February 12, 2025. Peanut, my non-spayed female Chihuahua, bolted through the torn screen as soon as she saw me because she thought I was a stranger.
Peanut, come here.
She did run back to me after she saw me holding her brother Baby, and I put them both in the car. Afterwards, I came back to get Piggy Smalls and their empty food and water bowls. We headed off toward home, but being that their food bowl was overturned and encrusted with dirt, I wasn't sure they had eaten anything all day. I stopped to get them a cheeseburger from Wendy's, and they ate it so fast I couldn't get my camera out to record it.
Look at all those fleas. Look at his nose. Look at the fleas on his nose. All right, let's get you guys home and get you cleaned up.
My camera isn't the greatest, but they were all severely infested with fleas. They were also so bony you could see their spines. Clearly, my dogs were not regularly fed, regularly bathed, or even regularly given water, judging by the dried, encrusted dirt on the bottom of their water bowl and the furious way they drank when I gave them water. Flea-bitten, thirsty, hungry. Animal control specialist, you guys. That's what he is. Look how bony they are. Look how bony Baby is. Now, I don't know about your dogs, but mine don't eat or drink together like this. They like their meals served on individual plates, and they like their own space. They also are spoiled, picky eaters, but they devoured everything I gave them, as if they hadn't been fed in a month.
These dogs have not eaten. I'm just sorry I took so long to get them. Scratching, itching, covered in fleas, starving, dehydrated. This is an animal control officer, you guys. Animal control officer.
Who could ever starve animals like this? Once everyone was fed, it was time to get to work on their flea infestation. Since I'm literally the only one who ever washed the animals in the house, I expected them to be dirty. I had no idea they would be in this flea-bitten condition, so I was not prepared. I had to leave them and go out to Walmart for supplies. When I came back, I began coating them with Vaseline to kill the fleas that were crawling around on the surface of their fur. Piggy was the most affected. You can see his irritated, reddened skin through his coat. But they were absolutely crawling all over him. In addition to all the fleas on him, after slicking him up with Vaseline, you can see the dead baby fleas and the big pregnant female fleas all over the floor. Next up was Peanut. She had fleas from her nose to her tail. She had fleas in her ears. She had dead fleas inside her lower eyelids. She had fleas lining the outside of her vagina. In trying to smother all these fleas, I actually got Vaseline on the camera lens. Also, I could not believe how absolutely bony she was. It was like holding a skeleton. I could practically wrap my hand around her entire waistline. Afterward was Baby. He had the most juvenile fleas on him for some reason. They were absolutely everywhere, including dead ones in his eyes and ears, dead ones inside of his mouth between his teeth and his cheeks. I have never seen so many fleas in my life. Now it was time for them to take their first bath and at least get these surface fleas off of them. There were so many fleas in these suds. I wish I had a better camera because it was unreal. I now had to shave them to make sure all the fleas and eggs were gone. I tried calming them because this is all too much. But I have to because although most of them are dead, I can still see they have a massive amount of fleas under their coats. Piggy wasn't having it at all. He tried to bolt right away, so I didn't get any good footage from him. Peanut was a better film subject. You could see all the fleas throughout her coat. I want to make sure there are no eggs, there are no larvae, there's nothing that can keep the flea life cycle going. Plus, I can see their reddened skin, and I wanted to treat that. But even she got scared of the clippers and tried to run away. Anyway, I want to get the rest of her fur off and all of these trapped fleas. I absolutely hate that I can see her spine. It looked even worse in real life versus this video. Even though they absolutely hate the clippers, they just want to be next to me. I can see that they really have been neglected and without any companionship. I just want to love on them, but I have to get them clean. Baby has always been good with clippers. He was 15 years old at this time, and I had been shaving mohawks in his coat since adopting him 13 years ago. Now, what his coat is hiding is not just fleas, but as you will see, he actually has a big patch of irritated skin with blotchy, thinning hair. And of course, after rinsing them off, there are all kinds of fleas left, even after draining the tub. Unfortunately, their night is still not over. They are still scratching non-stop and biting themselves. Even though the fleas are off, their skin is still very itchy. So for their final bath, I used some medicated anti-itch shampoo to soothe their skin. Piggy's skin was the most eaten up. He had the highest number of sores and bumps from flea bites. Peanut had the most wounds from scratching and biting herself. And Baby had that awful patch of skin in the center of his back. But I must say that stuff is amazing. If this stuff can stop all that scratching caused by thousands of flea bites from months of neglect, it can do absolute wonders for your dog. Anyway, they dropped all kinds of fleas and eggs in my yard from when I let them out when they first got home. So every time they went out, they would come back with a few fleas. So I had to treat the yard 3 times before the flea life cycle broke. All of this was completely avoidable. My dogs are housebroken. Even after months of being on a back porch, they still remember to use wee pads.
Good boy.
But don't worry, the story has a happy ending. With skin treatments and good food and love, everyone improved nicely. This is 3 weeks later, and everyone is really improving. This is 4 weeks later, and this is how they spend playtime at the park, sitting on the bench rather than playing. By week 6, everyone was back to normal. Don't worry, they have a very lovely life. I'll be posting more videos of my dogs in the future.